Hi babes, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, my name is Ofenze and I am your book bear. Your book bear is in the building, period. So if you haven't already, please do subscribe. On this channel, we do bookish and lifestyle content. This is a book review, book discussion situation, and we will be discussing The Outliers by Malcom Gladwell, which I just completed last. The bat, definitely hard work, like I said, culture, race, religion, age, socioeconomic context and what's going on at that particular time, personal grit, and success in a sense that the pursuit of success as opposed to just success as an ideal. The understanding that a lot of people want to replicate what they see in front of us. You cannot actually replicate what someone else's success story is. If I look at somebody like Oprah Winfrey, I'll use her as an example because my sister likes to call this wig Oprah. If I use Oprah Winfrey as an example, she is a media personality who's built this empire from production to the O magazine when it was still coming out, to O Network, all these things that she's been able to accomplish, and I say, okay, I'm going to be like her, I'm going to replicate her success. There's no way, because the cultural, societal, economical, traditional context that I exist in are completely different to her. And sometimes it helps to take different things from different people's success and, adopt it. But in terms of just saying, I'm going to be like Oprah, I'm going to be like Kim Kardashian, that's not realistic, because the conditions that make Kim Kardashian successful or the conditions that make Oprah successful are completely different from the context that you are living, So that was something I think that's important, that in this idea of success, a lot of people find themselves bogged down with this idea that I need like just a quick fix. Like, I just want to be successful. What do I have to do? Where do I have to go? What do I have to drink? Without appreciating the journey of what someone like Bill Gates went through in order to be a success, in order to be who he is, And it's a combination of things, right? But apart from actually the person does as an individual, it's also the surrounding things, the people that help you. There's an African saying, like, if you are based in South Africa, you know all about Ubuntu. And Ubuntu is basically the thinking that I am because you are. So we do not exist in isolation. It takes a village to raise a child type of situation. So every successful person that you know had an opportunity, had a sequence of opportunities which they took and they capitalized on, and it helped them to be where they are. Every person had someone who gave them an opportunity, someone who just gave them a chance in terms of youth unemployment and just unemployment at large in South Africa. A lot of the times before, we were told that the reason why so many people are unemployed is because there are no jobs, or the reason why is because we don't have skilled labor. Then you have all these people who are graduating every single year from university and they're just not employed. And then it begs to ask the question, how can we have a problem of skilled labor when there's such a surplus of people who are not unemployed in South Africa? Like, what is the actual, situation here? And oftentimes it's not that the biggest or the best or the most incredible people are the ones who are the only ones, like jobs or a good life is secured for those particular people. No, it comes down to you having an opportunity, you having someone to think, okay, you know what, I'm going to take a chance on this person. Whether you're a graduate or you've been working for 10 years and COVID upset your employment situation, it's always about someone just giving you an opportunity, looking at you and saying, I want to invest in this person in this way, and that's comes across in a multitude of ways. But that is basically what the book is built on. It shows the different contexts, it shows people and the opportunities they had, and then how they capitalize on those opportunities in their particular context. So we've discussed synopsis or themes about surrounding the book, what the book offers. I think now we can talk about like what if I liked the book or if I didn't like the book. I liked the book because it's not what I expected. It was well researched and it was easy to understand. I mean, the language that's used is not, when you can't reach something, like unattainable. Very easy to understand, a lot of research. So you definitely can't just read this book passively. You have to pay attention, because a point will be presented and then chapters later, author will draw on that specific point to reach another conclusion in another chapter about something completely different. So that's very important. And yeah, I liked it. The tone, quite formal in a sense that this is quite like a research-based self-help book. I like that. And then in terms of what I didn't like about the book, I don't think there's really much not to like. Like I said, you just have to pay attention, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. So I don't really necessarily have anything that I didn't like. It's one of those books that you can either take something from the book or not. You can either just read it and be like, okay, like what does knowing about rice farmers in China have to do with me or what I have to do? But it's just kind of a book that you think about and you have to think critically. So for you to derive value from the book, you really have to sit down and be like, okay, so what is this book saying and what can I apply it, or what can I see in my own life that I can replicate, or where can I improve? Okay, the Chinese do this and this and this, and naturally, like I say, you can't replicate anyone's success per se, but there are definitely things that you can learn from everyone, on this earth, walking this earth. We can learn something from somebody, whoever you are. One thing that is inescapable though throughout all of this is some level of dedication, a plan. A plan is very important in order for you to be successful. So you do have to have a plan, and you do have to have willpower and perseverance. Those are three things that I know definitely are very important. So it was quite inspirational to read, particularly at this point in my life. And what else can I say? So in terms of just my rating of the book, and if you haven't already, this is a friendly reminder to subscribe to the channel, and we'll have many more discussions like this. Let me know what you're reading, what you would like me to engage with, what you would like me to read on the channel, what you thought about the Outliers. Yes, so going back to the review, my rating for the book, I don't know, like, it's so difficult because I can say I'll give the rating 8 out of 10 because I was able to derive value from the book. I might just go as far as saying 8.5. The author did a good job of bringing concepts in a more attainable way, in a way that you can understand. Should you have the patience and focus, you decide how much value you derive from the book, essentially. So yeah, I think that's everything that I have to say. I really also did enjoy Malcom Gladwell's story about his mom, his own parents, and discussing like his lineage. So indirectly discussing how he's been able to reach his success. Perhaps that's a story that he anticipated that a lot of people would ask him based on what the subject matter is of the book. So that was really cool. So shout out to Malcom Gladwell for that. This book was actually published a long time ago. Let me see, 2008. So that's a long time ago. That is over 10 years ago. It's about 15 years ago. That's all from me. So let me know once again if you have any questions. Follow me on Instagram and Book Talk. That's at OffenseMDK. Bye for now.